Hello friends and welcome to the Crypto Stacker channel. My name is Dean. If you're watching my videos for the first time, please know I only make them for entertainment, education, and for community building in the crypto space. This video is about Terareum. Terareum is a sponsor of the Crypto Stacker channel. And today we're going to take questions from some of the viewers in yesterday's video, and I'm going to answer them for you today to the best of my ability. Also, I want to, before we get too deep into it here, just give a plug for the AMA that's going to be happening on Friday and ask you guys for your help to get the word out. So this is in Awesome Austin's Twitter feed. You can see he has a link to the video. If you click through on that, you can set a reminder. I've already got mine on and ready to rock and roll. But if it's as simple as just retweeting, guys, retweet it, give it a like. The algorithms inside social media pick up on which posts are getting the most traffic, and then they actually help promote those. So you can do your part by liking it, retweeting, drop a comment in there that you're excited about the AMA, and it'll help get the word out. All right, Terareum in the last 24 hours, up about 1%. The market in general looking much, much better today, as many of you would already know. But in the United States, the government has talked a little bit about legislation regarding crypto and also about interest rates. And that news, as it filtered through, created a bit of a bull run today that hopefully we can see carry on for quite a while. Some of the big players, Bitcoin up 4%, Ethereum up 5%, BNB up about 4.5%. So just down the board, lots of green on the screen. It's a good thing to see, especially where we had a pretty tough pull here for the last couple of weeks. So I will show you my spreadsheet today and just not really go through it in depth, but show you one particular artifact that I think is interesting. The current rank for Terareum is 362. As you can see, that's up 8 spots from yesterday. The market cap is up, but even when the market cap went down a little bit yesterday, our ranking was actually higher because the market was moving down. In yesterday's video, I talked about the fact that Terareum seems to be finding a point of stabilization at its current price range. So hopefully building a strong platform to start building on as the use case comes forward, as more listings hopefully are announced. And so we'll have to wait and see what this AMA brings, but I like what I'm seeing here. It's showing some strength, and we're starting to move up in the rankings again, which should be a real positive. All right, let me jump into the video from yesterday. There are 2 questions that were asked. The first one is from Danny Mason, who says, "Can you tell me where Terareum is listed? I have several platforms and can't find it. Thank you." So I actually do have in my spreadsheet a page for Terareum listings. It is listed on Uniswap, and it is also listed on the following centralized exchanges: CoinTiger, Bitmart, MEXC, BKEX, Bbox, XT.com, BitTrue, and Probit Global. So a total of 9 listings. Lots of places you can find it. In the DeFi space, any DeFi wallet, you should be able to link to Uniswap and make the purchase. And of course, if you're owning or using any of these centralized platforms, should be available. And as you know, the fees are cheap for trading over there. So, all right, next question. Gonna scroll down a little bit. And this one from somebody called Government Job Crack. And it says, "Can Terareum kill 5 zeros like Shiba Inu?" Well, it's a good question, and I'm going to do my best to answer that using some math. So I'm going to take you inside of a spreadsheet I built quite a while back to try to help people understand how prices work in cryptocurrency. Let me see if I can blow this up just a tiny bit, try to keep it still all on the screen. All right. When Terareum was launched, the original minted supply of Terareum was 100 quadrillion. And that's demonstrated in this upper box here. If we take into account how much was burned, 50% at launch, and since then, another 1.5% has been burned organically through transactions, the current remaining circulating supply is 48.4 quadrillion tokens. The current price sitting around 8024. Now the question was, can it burn 5 zeros? In my original fundamental spreadsheet, when I scrolled all the way to the top, this came out pretty much day one, and it may have started at 9 zeros and change, but by the time I had recorded my first transaction, there were 1,700 holders, and it was a price of 8014. So if we were to say, even to get from 9, if we were 4 zeros and then the money digits, let's take a look at what something like that would entail. So I have right here the formulas written down for calculating price and then kind of going back and forth. First of all, you need to understand that the players in the pricing equation are the market cap, the circulating supply, or the fully diluted market cap, and the original supply. And using those, we can derive the price. And then, of course, we can take the price, use the other two elements, and calculate them in different ways. So this is just the formulas across the next box here, the next table. So price is equal to the market cap divided by the circulating supply. If we want the market cap, we would take the price and multiply it by the circulating supply. And if we want to know what the circulating supply is, we can take the market cap and divide it by the price. Okay, I go on to do just some examples of these. So right now, the price is 8024 approximately. We would get that by taking the market cap and dividing it by the circulating supply. If we wanted to arrive at the market cap, we would take the price and multiply it by the circulating supply. So we're just going in a loop here. And then, of course, if we want to know the supply, we could take the market cap, divide it by the price, and we'd end up with how many tokens are in circulation. So currently, the market cap for Terareum is 116 million. The price, 8024. So to burn 1 zero and go to 7024, the price would have to go up by 10 times, right? Essentially, we're just multiplying the current price by 10. That burns the zero. And if we were to 10x from where we are, so we're 7 zeros now, you can see over here, 7654, the market cap would be 1,165,000,000, about 10x the current price. Now, at one point in time with Terareum, the market cap did make it to 1 billion. So we've been in this realm. This is totally doable. With the right use case, you could really see good financial gains here. Now, if you started with the $1,000, 10x, you'd have $10,000. If it were to burn another zero or go to 6 zeros and then the money digits, the market cap for Terareum would need to be 11 billion. That would be the current market cap for Shiba Inu. But Shiba Inu has been much, much higher than this at its highest. So this, I would say, is achievable, right? It's not likely to happen immediately or really, really quickly, but it is possible that we could make it there. Now, if you look at Shiba Inu, it's currently ranked number 15. And if we were to look at this, like I say, this has been much, much, much higher. If we were to look at a 180-day view, maybe a 1-year view, here we go. The market cap at this point was 36 billion. So it was actually 3 times what it is currently. So is it possible for Terareum to reach that kind of a market cap? I would say yes, it definitely is. And that would be 6 zeros and our money digits. Again, if you burn 2 zeros, your $1,000 would be worth 100,000. This next one, if it 10x'd one more time, so we got to 5 zeros, it would need to be 116 billion market cap. That's about 1.4 times the size of Tether currently. And Tether is number 3 in our list. It would actually be smaller than Ethereum, substantially smaller, but it would be larger than Tether. Is that possible? Well, I was saying Shiba Inu got to a market cap of about 40 billion. So your likelihood starts coming down, but a lot of factors could play out. And quite frankly, this discussion that we're having right now is actually independent of the burn, right? Because the fewer tokens there are in circulation, you could also burn zeros by depleting your supply. So that I've got down at the bottom, and it'll probably be a discussion for a second video if you guys want to get there. If we were to get to 4 zeros and then our money digits, that would be your 5th zero burn from a 9-0 starting price. And that would put us at 1.5 times the market cap of Bitcoin currently, or 1.1 trillion. So that's a pretty good stretch. Now, it could be half this amount, and you'd still be in this 4 zeros territory. You'd just have a 1 in the money digit here. And you could still call that burning a zero, and that would be about 75% what Bitcoin is currently. So is it possible in our lifetime? Yes, I think it's possible. It would require a lot more money to come to the cryptocurrency market and for Terareum to be one of the very select top projects. So is it possible? Yes. Is it highly probable, especially if we're looking at a short-term time frame? I'm going to say probably not. And in that case, I mean, even at 5 zeros, your $1,000 would be at $1 million. Now, this one, that's possible in our lifetime if we had lots of money come. You know, right now, only a very small percentage of people are investing in cryptocurrencies. So as they become more and more widely accepted and money pours in, the projects that have the best reputations, the best use cases, will capture the biggest share of the money. And so, yes, it's possible in our lifetime to see $1,000 become $1 million in Terareum. It's just, you know, how quick is that going to happen and what types of things would have to happen. Now, again, the other way to get there, and you'd reduce the amount of market cap required to burn those zeros, would be to burn the tokens. And so from where we are right now, I'll jump into this in another discussion because it's probably another 10-minute video. But if we burn 90% of the supply, that would divide the market cap. Essentially, it would take out a zero. And then if we were to go from that 90% burn to a 99% burn and have 1% of the supply left, that would burn 2 zeros on the burn side. And adding all those together, yeah, there's a lot of potential outcomes, but I would think if a person started with $1,000 and ended up at $100,000 at a market cap that's pretty dang doable in our lifetime, you've made a pretty amazing investment at that point. So it's a great question. It's a fun one to think through. I hope that my spreadsheet helps make some sense of how price mechanisms work in cryptocurrency and that it helps answer your question. So people, I really do read these comments. Government job crack. I hope that helps you out. Danny Mason, thanks for your question. Of course, all of you who are supportive and just post kind comments, I appreciate that as well. Please, if you enjoy the video, click the subscribe button, share it with your friends if they're interested in cryptocurrency, and let's take a quick look at my reflections, and then I'll sign out. So today is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you always. Of course, currently I have increased my Terareum bag by 45 million tokens overnight just in receiving reflections, bringing my total reflections since February 21st to 24,503,000,000. Current prices worth pretty close to $60 here. I actually should update the price here. But, it's creeping up, and this number definitely growing. Those are tokens that I received for just holding Terareum and trying to exercise some patience. Friends, I hope you're having an amazing day. Check back with me soon. We'll watch our crypto stacks grow together.